Hello, happy Halloween. I had to do a reading in my costume. Um, I, um, yeah, I want to do a reading today because, the veil's super thin and I'm really connected to um, my light beings. So, like, my galactic family and, like, my galactic guides. But also, um, like, I feel super rooted and connected to, like, my ancestors. I feel my ancestors with me. It's always kind of freaked me out, and I also felt them really closely yesterday, honestly. But I feel like their hands on my shoulders. I just feel them surrounding me. I feel them um, like my home is just filled with like my guides and my angels and my ancestors, and it's just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy to. It always kind of freaks me out. I did have a moment where like some inner child healing came up where I was like afraid of my gifts and afraid of like feeling my um, ancestors and my guides with me. And so, especially I remember this time as a little girl, like even though I wasn't like aware of why I was feeling the way I was, I just remember this time of year was like really challenging for me. Um, Mostly because I was denying that part of myself instead of like relying on that part of myself. Because now I feel like super supported, and I feel like like I have I just feel so much support, honestly. And so anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. I just kind of want to see what comes up. I don't want to really ask anything specific, I guess. And I kind of just want to get into it. Yeah, I'm just feeling this energy of like a lot of fear, but also like a lot of love at the same time. So it's like, it's like being in two places at once, being in between worlds. Yeah, it's cool. But it can also be like unfamiliar if you're not used to it. So yeah, I'm a little shadow fairy. That's what I've dedicated myself as, because I'm all dressed in black, and I really work with the fairies when there's like a lot of unknown, or like, to me the fairies are like deeply immersed in the earth, like they live in the darkness of the earth. So they have to stay, they're very high vibrational in order to be really down in the darkness, so they're like the light in the dark. They encourage you to play, to have fun, to sing, and to dance, and to laugh, and to really elevate your vibration through also with connecting with nature. They're just fun. They like to play. And their voice, or like their guidance to me, like the way I receive it, is just like very high pitched, kind of like I don't know how to describe it. Like, anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. What do we need to know right now, Spirit? To know right now. Yeah, like not being afraid of your gifts. Like, I always like thought my gifts were a curse. Like that my highly like that I'm highly sensitive was like something that was bad. But now I know it's a gift, and so giving thanks for it. Also, like for me, I'm really feeling it's important to be in your body, to really connect to your body, to stay in the present moment, to go within, to do like some shadow work. Shadow work, people say, well, what is that? Like, okay, shadow work to me is just like kind of understanding your fear. So if you're having a lot of anxiety about something, if you're having a lot of fear about something, like really digging deeper into why. Like, because fear is just a block to love, so love is all there is. But then we come to this earth and we're filled with fears, we're filled with doubts, we're filled with like delusions. And so fear is just the delusion. And so it's like seeing beyond that, like seeing beyond the fear. And generally whatever we fear is honestly probably bringing us closer to love. So it's like removing those blockages, kind of. And it's like, it's about going within and sitting in the stillness and like being with those uncomfortable emotions, such as like fear or anxiety or jealousy or envy or anger, like sitting, or sadness and depression, sitting with those feelings and not judging yourself. I'm gonna take that just because it feels relevant. The Six of Cups, and not judging yourself. And kind of what I'm picking up with this is like the past, because this is about like nostalgia, or this could be like about love, like I was kind of saying, or it could just be about like, yeah, and also Mercury goes retrograde today, and I'm kind of picking up on like the past, like past love might be returning, or like some form of the past might be returning into your life. And this is also a card to me about forgiveness and innocence and making peace. I think I already said forgiveness, yeah. So like that's kind of what I'm picking up there. Is like some kind of like reconciliation is what I'm picking up. So like, and these are like tests. So like when Mercury is in retrograde, it's not a terrible thing. It's just like I'll also take that one. It's Queen of Swords. It's also like a time of reevaluating, and so that's when like our shadows do come up, and we have to discern, because that's what came up as Queen of Swords. So it's like discernment and setting boundaries, not allowing the past to dictate your future, like not repeating patterns from the past, setting clear boundaries about what you desire and what you need. And like this is about focus. So like focus on love, focus on, peace, focus on forgiveness, focus on focus on what will make you feel, at peace with the Queen of Swords. And like needing to set boundaries or like stay focused, kind of set an intention. And also have the Queen of Swords that's flying out, the Queen of Wands that is flying out too. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that in the middle here. That's kind of like what's going on, like that we're not seeing clearly. To me, is the Queen of Wands. So recognizing that, like, okay, beneath those like fears and beneath those like bouts of anger lies our passions. And our passions are generally buried underneath, like I said, those fears and those doubts and those beliefs that we're told, that we're taught by society, that we can't have our passions and our desires and, be stable and secure. That's like a belief that's coming up that's being illuminated. That's like a lie. It's like a limiting belief that we've told ourselves. So let's see, what else is this Queen of Wands about? I like that we're getting Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands. Okay, interesting. The Tower. So this is like, this is kind of like the breakdown of things that aren't working, like limiting beliefs. It's like kind of like you have this idea of the world, and all of a sudden this idea is just completely like pulled out from underneath. I'm feeling this energy like the rug's being pulled out from underneath. So that's kind of what I'm getting with the Tower energy. It's like things are breaking down. Illusions are being like illuminated. I just like the energy of the Tower because it's like it's happening for you as much as you may feel like when things happen that it's happening to you. It's about learning to create, because the Queen of Wands is about our creation energy. It's about learning how to create from the energy of the Tower. The Tower allows you to break things down so that you can create a new foundation, create something even better for yourself. So that's interesting. All right, what is your... Okay, I'm also getting the Five of Wands. So to me, this is a card of like conflict, a lot going on, a lot of different like opinions, a lot of different, there's a lot of just different like things in the pot. You see on this card, even there's just like a lot going on. There's a lot of people on the card, so there might be a lot of people influencing your decisions at this time. This is about like drama and chaos and conflict. So it's just like, for me, it's like about anchoring yourself and like seeing this conflict is also, it comes, I'm going to put this with the Tower because I think that's where it goes, but it's like the Tower can also happens when there's a lot of like chaos. If you find that there's a lot of chaos in your external world right now, it's because it's a representation of the chaos that you feel within yourself, or the conflict that you feel within yourself. And so I feel like that's what's breaking down, is like there's no longer a battle within yourself. And as you shift that energy within yourself, then you create Tower moments in your external life to make way, to make room for something new, for something better, for something that's more aligned with what you desire. Which I like that, but sometimes it can feel scary. Like, so the Tower moment can feel scary if you're not like feeling stable, I guess, emotionally, physically, mentally. But I'm getting this great energy. It's weird because we have a lot of intense energy, but also energy feels good. Like the energy wants what's best for you. Like the universe always wants what's best for you. And so as you begin to make new choices that align with what the universe wants for you, then you create that tower moment so that you can open up to, like I said, new possibilities. So we're also getting the Knight of Swords as the advice. So this could be like impulsive action forward. Like I think the advice is to not move impulsively forward, to like you may want to move forward quickly and impulsively, but yeah, exactly, because this is it's coming with the Three of Wands, which this is a card to me about like waiting and expanding before like moving forward impulsively. It's about observing and allowing yourself to expand in your current circumstances is kind of what I hear. Like there's no need to rush to this like tower moment, or there's no need to rush towards the past, because the Knight of Swords, when I'm looking at my spread here, is looking backwards at all of this, like the Queen of Wands, the Tower, the Five of Wands, and then looking towards the Six of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it's like there's no need to rush, that you can grow within your current circumstances, like allow yourself to observe and before moving forward. Or there might be like information you're waiting on, or it might just not be time to move forward yet. So I get this sense of like there's this need or this want to rush forward, but there's also this knowing, this deep knowing that it's not time to move forward. And so like being in those places at once and kind of juggling like this conflict kind of like wanting to move forward but knowing it's not the right time, and being okay with where you are, and like setting boundaries and communicating clearly and focusing on love and embodying love and being love. That's interesting. Let's get one more there. What else is your advice with this Knight of Swords and Three of Wands? One more, Spirit. This is your advice. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is just a card of like feeling very supported, feeling, especially in the physical world and the material world. It's just about like getting clear on what it is that abundance is for you and feeling very abundant, like just wherever you are, focusing on the good, knowing that whatever you're wanting to move towards, or whatever you're waiting on kind of is happening, like it is culminating, is the word I hear. You have to like be patient. And then underneath the deck is death, which I love. And it's Scorpio season right now, and this is a great card for Halloween. It's like this energy of like allowing the old to die, transitioning, transformation, a dark night of the soul energy, moving forward. And then underneath that was the Hermit, which feels accurate because it's like not time to rush anything externally, but it's time to go inward and to gather information, to focus on, the wisdom that you've attained, especially over the past year and during the summertime, and just, it's like journeying within the soul is kind of like the Hermit's card to me. And then this Nine of Pentacles, so it's like feeling very abundant, feeling very independent, feeling very free, feeling very grateful, feeling great on your own, feeling self-reliant. This is like a card of like being single and being, proud of it, like being proud of yourself, being proud of your work. And then underneath that is a Magician. So, creating with what you have right in front of you. I just kind of like the energy of the Magician. Yeah, knowing that you're capable of anything, like you are a powerful being. You just have to believe it. That's where like, and that's where when you believe it, that's when things like begin to shift. Because it's your belief system that really changes how you perceive your reality. Okay, and these I'm going to be using, these are the angels and ancestors, which I love because, it's Halloween and those angels and ancestors are closer than ever. So it's a great day to connect with like past loved ones. You can light a candle for them. You can I think it's always nice to light a candle maybe and put their picture up or something, or put the candle by the picture. I don't know. That's just kind of something I'm seeing. But just praying to them or talking to them through meditation. Yeah, but they're so close to you. So if there's somebody you're missing in particular, you can just think of them. Imagine a picture of them in your head and they'll come to you. Or maybe if you've felt beings come to you, it doesn't just have to be family, but just other beings. But if it is family, they might show you I know my grandmother has visited me, and I didn't really know her in the physical, really. I met her once when I was a little child, a baby. But my dad used to have this picture of her that would be in our house, and when she came to me for the first time, I didn't know she was trying to show me kind of who it was that was communicating with me, and she kept showing me this picture that my dad had always had up of her, and I was like, okay, so she was showing me this picture, and I was receiving it through my clairvoyance. So yeah, that might be one way that you receive guidance from your ancestors. So let's go ahead and start. What is this? What do we need to know with the Six of Cups here? Seer, see beyond the current situation. I like this card because she's blindfolded, basically she can't see anything, but she's kind of looking into this magic ball, and she's just seeing beyond the current situation. So if you're experiencing any challenges, especially with maybe the past or with love or with your childhood, it's especially because shadows are coming up right now, and you might have shadows from your childhood that are influencing how you're perceiving love, or it's distorting your perception of love. And so it's about seeing beyond the fears and seeing beyond the wounding and seeing up higher beyond beyond your current circumstances. And I'll read these cards to you too, because they have great messages. What about the Queen of Swords? What do I need to know about her? Okay, it says, Sun, enjoy success and happiness. So I like this energy because even if you are experiencing challenging times, it's being the light, knowing that things are going to work out, that things will be successful, things will be happy. It's about feeling that energy within yourself. So the Queen of Swords also means embodying that energy of success and happiness. And then the Queen of Swords, whoever kind of comes into your energy, or anything that's the opposite of the sun, which would be success and happiness and love, it doesn't belong in your space. So it's having clear boundaries and choosing to focus your attention on the things that are right in front of you that make you happy, or finding things that you love to do, or focusing on what brings you success and happiness. What is success to you? What is happiness to you? And then putting your energy into that, focusing your energy into that. What are we not seeing clearly with this Queen of Wands? Direction Guardian, choose your path. So it's I like that because it's creating your path. You get to choose how your path will go by what you choose to create, by where you choose to focus your energy, by where you choose to focus your thoughts and your emotions. And you get to choose your path. So many people, especially with the Tower, we have this belief that things are just happening to us, and we have no, we didn't create this at all, or we think bad things in life end up happening, then we have this idea how could this happen to me, or why did this happen to me? But it's really there was conflict within yourself, and so we're just trying to illuminate that and show you that. So it's choosing your path. When this path breaks down, or where you're going all of a sudden just gets pulled out from underneath you, you get to choose your path. So remember that you're not a victim to anything. What else do we need to know with the Tower? Traveler, move in a new direction. I like that with Direction Guardian, choose your path. So yeah, things are breaking down which are helping you to move in a different direction, and you can trust that direction. It may seem like I'm getting this energy of like it may seem like uncomfortable or like beyond your control. And so all you have to do, because that's kind of the towers, like things will feel like out of your control. So it's important to stay positive and optimistic, but to move in a direction that like lights your soul up, that makes you feel good. What else about this Five of Wands though? Snake, shed old skin. Yeah, so like releasing anything that's keeping you like conflicted, anything that's keeping you bound or keeping you stuck or keeping you in this energy of like anxiety. That's kind of like this, it's not really anxiety, I guess, the Five of Wands, and it's more just like there's a lot going on, and I'm getting this energy that is like not your problem. So it's like time to release any old burdens, shed that skin, like any old just anything that's not serving you just needs to be let go of. Like I said, so we can make space for something new. So like releasing your fears, that's kind of what this snake is to me, like releasing old fears. What is your advice with this Knight of Swords? Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Swords. So this is all about following your intuition. It's kind of like the High Priestess is kind of what it reminds me of like just trusting your intuition. Even if things like aren't very clear right now or don't seem very clear, it's like listen to your intuition. It's just like honor your gifts, honor your deep knowings. Like you know the truth. Underneath everything, you know the truth. Okay, so what about this Three of Wands? What's your advice with that? Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Especially like with this Three of Wands, like especially like maybe while you're waiting for information, I'm getting this energy of like a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of fear. Like so you might not feel comforted right now in a situation, and it's saying that we all have the ability to tap into this energy within ourselves, this like inner mother within ourselves to make us feel safe and comforted, even in times when we don't. And then what else is your advice with this Ten of Pentacles? I love this card. Guardian Angel, you are not alone. Especially as you may be like rebuilding a foundation, like within your own self with this like Ten of Pentacles. This is what you're leaving behind. This is your legacy. This is like a brand new, this is like could be family healing, especially with the Mother Earth card. It's like mother healing too. So it could be family healing. Whatever you're doing right now is part of your legacy. It's part of what you're going to be leaving behind. It's part of like generational healing, kind of is what I'm getting, like ancestral healing, which I love. Oh my gosh, yes, and this is so funny because I kind of saw this card. It reminds me of my grandfather. He was an entrepreneur, very successful, and I think he was a very powerful, like, visionary. And so this card actually came to me when I was thinking about him yesterday. I felt him with me, and it's called Father Sky, Trust in the Unknown. It has lightning bolts and an eagle, and I really like this card. But yeah, so like you are powerful. Yeah, it's hard to trust in the unknown at times. And then I like this card too. It says Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. And remember that it's always important to take what resonates from your own intuition over everything else. What is it? It's the most, accurate because it's coming from you. Let's actually read some of these here. The Seer card. Yeah, it says, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. That's totally what I was getting with this Queen of Swords and this Six of Cups. It's like focus on love, because the Queen of Swords is about intention. It's about focus. So focusing your intention on love. Even if love doesn't seem to be present in your current situation, love is always around you. Always. There's always something to look for. Okay, this says, clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You are being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, Know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Exactly. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. I love that with the Queen of Swords because it's so like keep your eye on the prize, like, and she just cut shit out. Like, stuff might attack you. Like even energy might attack you. Like, and you have to be so strong in your own energy that you can just like be like, nope, like I'm standing on this throne and nothing's going to get in my way because I'm so focused and I'm so intentional about what I want that nothing can keep it from me. Like nobody's words, nobody's energy, and you just cut that shit out. Okay, and let's see what the sun says. Know that doors are opening for you. Follow up new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is driving you forward. You are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling and dancing around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, that's so funny because it's been snowing for the last 2 days here. There will be other ways in which you can enjoy warmth and joy. Solar energy brings health and vitality and can energize and warm, and it also encourages everything to grow. The energy of expansion is with you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. If you want to bring something to life or are ready to take a new step in a relationship, the sun will bring the right energy to you. If you are asking a question, the answer is most definitely yes. So if you did have like a yes or no question, then it's definitely yes. So I really like that. Those are good messages. Okay, let's pull a couple here. All right, what do we need to know with this Six of Cups and Seer? Starseed. I love this. So this is a card also just about like, it's kind of hard to see, but about connecting with your galactic guides, kind of like I was saying in the beginning, connecting with, it's about connecting with your intuition. Sometimes this Starseed card is more about like, sometimes it can be harder for you to connect with your guides and connect with your angels. So you have to really put in the effort and put in the time to make the time to be able to connect with them so that you can communicate with them clearly. And star seeds are just very, they're high vibrational. So they're able to see from a higher perspective. And I'm kind of getting that with Seer, to see beyond the current situation. So to tap into that star seed, to that light being aspect of yourself, so that it helps raise your vibration and so that you can see beyond any challenges, any things that are keeping you from the sun, because the sun is clearly here. Like there's maybe like a rebirth happening. And so it's like, even in the dark, because the sun is always out. It's always fascinating me. Like you get up above the clouds, like let's say you're on an airplane, and the sun is shining behind all the dense clouds. So the sun is always there. I've been repeating these affirmations. I am the sun. I am the warmth. I am the light. I am the fire. I am the flame. I always feel Christ with me too, because I am the sun, like not just the sun like S-U-N, but sun, S-O-N, like Christ. And so like I'm always repeating that affirmation to help me stay warm, to help me stay, vibrant and energetic and lively. Because otherwise I would want to be like depressed and sad and be like, what the fuck? This is like not going. This is messed up. So like it's like a dead end. That's what it kind of feels like. But we have information here to go in a new direction. So if you are feeling like things are like a dead end, it's only an opportunity to go in a new creative direction. So like when you fail at something, like when you're a failure or you believe you're a failure, you actually just get a new creative opportunity. So it's important to never see failure as like a bad thing, but as an opportunity to grow and to go in a different direction. Okay, what about the sun? And Queen of Swords. Storm. Okay, that makes sense because it came with the sun, so it was like basically saying like, if things seem like there's an upheaval, like, or there's like some kind of storm, like whether there's an energetic storm or people are highly emotionally charged around you, to be the sun in the storm, because I like that, like they're right next to each other. Sun in the storm, like be the sun in the storm. Yeah, I like that because kind of like the Five of Swords, or sorry, this Five of Wands in the Tower, that's kind of like a storm. Interesting. Okay, then let's read some of this direction, Guardian. Connect with your deepest desires and then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored, so if you know that there's a direction to be made, a decision to be made, and particularly if you're feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up and choose with your heart. I like that with the Queen of Wands, because it's like choose what sets your soul on fire. And then we have Traveler, which this is totally about traveling. So you could be traveling sometime soon, or maybe you desire to travel. Welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or to your inner world. So it could be both. The road you are on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for life. Oh, I love that. Beautiful message. And we'll read the snake. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been mistreated by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Oh, that's beautiful. Now there's no need to like fight, because there's this energy, like the Five of the Wands is kind of like this energy of like fighting, conflict, kind of. So it's like the end of conflict is kind of what I'm feeling as you shed this old skin and release any limiting beliefs about yourself. What do we need? What are we not seeing clearly with Direction, Guardian, and Queen of Wands? Right order. So this is this like saying that everything happens in divine timing, that everything is happening as it should. Pretty much. Traveler in the Tower. What do we need to know about that? Faith. Having faith instead of like worrying all the time. Just trusting that things are moving in the direction that will support you and support what you desire. And relying on your faith, especially as you move in a new direction. Because when we move in a new direction, it's kind of challenging. It's like traveling a foreign land, whether that's within yourself or physically. It requires faith. Your inner strength too. We need to know what this snake and Five of Wands. Power, yeah. It's like as we shed this old skin and let go of like any conflict or challenge, then we step into our power. I like that. Yeah, so any of this like conflict or anything that's like not working is teaching us how to step into our power. Okay, let's read some from the Medicine Mother. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. I like that with Knight of Swords. So like not taking impulsive action, but still moving forward. Because that's kind of like the Knight of Swords. He's kind of moving forward. A little fast, though. Okay, and then Mother Earth says, Allow yourself to be cherished. Mother Earth is protecting you with a shield of love and light. You may have felt overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you are now moving back to your natural center, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Mother Earth is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, but in the eyes of the divine, you are a child of light, and it's important you know that and feel loved. If you've had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help you clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making this sacred love connection. You are being guided to make choices that are based on love. Makes sense, especially with the Three of Wands. So because it's kind of like the Three of Wands is like there's no action, there's no movement. So that's really weird because we got Medicine Mother, which is about taking action. But sometimes the action is just about like comforting yourself and loving yourself and taking the action you know you need to take in order to make yourself feel safe and secure. And then Guardian Angel. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all their past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know whatever unfolds will be for your highest good. I like that you're not alone with this Ten of Pentacles, because that's kind of what I was feeling like. This is like your ancestors, like your family, like your spirit family, your angels, like they're your family too. It's not just like your physical incarnated family, but even if you don't have a supportive family in the physical, like know that you're not alone. Like you may have to be going in a direction that maybe like goes against everything your family has ever taught you. You know, it goes against your cultural beliefs, it goes against your familial beliefs. So it's like you may have to do things that are against the grain, and you may meet resistance, which may create chaos. It may create some kind of like storm. You know, it's going to create because it's going against everything you know. It's not just challenging your own beliefs; it's going to be challenging the belief systems of the people around you. So it's really important to make sure you're protected and guided and guarded, you know, not like blocked off, but stay true to yourself and honor your own knowing, you know, over what anybody else tells you. Okay, what's your advice with Medicine Mother? Mediumship. I like this because this is about like connecting with your guides, connecting with your ancestors, being able to, you know, be a clear channel. What is your advice with Mother Earth and Three of Wands? Sexuality. Interesting. So this might be how you comfort yourself and like connect to your feminine energy is through your sexuality, which I really like that. And your advice with Guardian Angel. Confidence. I like this card too. So like just feeling really confident in yourself, feeling confident in your sexuality, feeling confident in, you know, your endeavors. And then underneath the deck is voice and simplicity. So using your voice is important, especially with the Queen of Swords. And then simplicity is like keeping it simple, you know, living a very simple lifestyle. Yeah, okay, so I like that. That was pretty good. And then let's pull one from my Oracle, and then I'll end it. Because I'm already 40 minutes, but that's okay. All right, Spirit. What is the overall message for us today? October 31st, 2019. Halloween. What message do you have for us right now? Overall message for us. I like when one just like falls out. Come on. Do we need to know? wanted to fall out. Interesting. This one is number 3, third ray of creative intelligence. The third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. It empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. The ability to organize, make connections and networks, and synthesize information from various sources into one coherent whole. Archangel Shamiel, which he's associated with the solar plexus chakra, helps you receive the gift from the universe with love and intelligence. The third ray of creative intelligence will help you gain practicality to organize and manifest an idea or vision in the world. It gives you the drive and the means to implement your plans. When this ray is active in our lives, we want to take action, bring something to life, not just know or feel, but to do. With this oracle comes a message about taking action and believing that even the most inspired and spiritual ideas can have practical purpose in the world. Your visions and ideas can and should be worked with so they can manifest. You must believe in your capability and confidence. Your confidence, which we had, and practical, down-to-earth common sense. Even if these are not always your strongest qualities, if you doubt your ability to achieve all that you dream of, remember that sometimes the universe puts dreams in our hearts to help us develop strengths that are dormant within us. This can bring to life a whole slew of abilities and talents we didn't know we had. We are given nudges in life to discover what we are made of, which can be so much more than we might have initially believed. The challenge with this ray is to take one step at a time. Allow the universe to help you find the patience, persistence, and sense of humor that will help you stick to the process of creation. Do not try to do too much at once, nor allow your project to get too complicated. So we had simplicity under the deck too. Above all, do not give up before you have finally brought your inner light to life in the world. Archangel Shamiel brings the gift of reclaiming lost energy, ideas or talents that will help you fulfill your divine potential. This archangel helps you reawaken talents from other lifetimes that may have been cast aside. Perhaps your intuitive healing energy was put to one side as you studied or tended to family responsibilities. Perhaps your business sense or your ability to market yourself as a soulful and loving way is yet to be discovered. Maybe an ability to teach or the clear, confident voice of a writer is within you, waiting to be developed. This archangel will help you find and apply with loving confidence whatever talents and abilities are required to turn your aspirations into manifestations. As this ray has a special connection with business, I like that. I was thinking of my grandfather with that father of sky. He was a businessman. You are asked to remain open to learning and growing through financial success. This ray can help heal the tension that may feel between spirituality and financial abundance. I was feeling that in the beginning too, like you can't have we have this limiting belief that you can't have like a spiritual practice and make money at the same time, but it helped us recognize that the spirit feels joy in successful physical world endeavors, particularly those that serve love. When a situation is win-win for all involved, there is no reason at all to hold back from material success. It can be celebrated and enjoyed whilst you maintain the true motivation for the work, which is love. I like that. So like knowing that whatever you're enduring, like the intention is love. And so to focus on love in those times where you feel doubt or you feel like you're not good enough or, to shift your perception that like you are able to do whatever you believe. Like you have to just believe in yourself. And I know I struggle with that personally. So, and having confidence and developing confidence has been a very long process for me. I was like the least confident person ever. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Halloween. And I'm sending so much